Yo. Welcome back to another episode. Today's edition of Hip Hop School, Past and Present presents Homeroom Live with your boy. He's the date of all things hip hop, man. Check it out, man. We're talking about some NBA today. You know what I'm saying? Got a couple NBA related topics. Of course, the NBA is all in the news with the Ja Morant news. So I'm definitely gonna be talking about that. We got the NBA playoffs is going down. We down to the conference finals. You know what I mean? We got the draft lottery going on tonight. Hopefully them Pistons get that number one pick. So if not, man, the motherfuckers, I don't know what they're gonna do. But yeah, we got the draft lottery going on tonight. I want to talk about Golden State Warriors, man. Is that the end of a dynasty? Do y'all consider them a dynasty? You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely, I think, the end of an era. We're gonna talk about that too. So you know what I mean? For all the NBA fans, you know what I'm saying? Fans of these individual players and teams, man, come on in. You know what I'm saying? We're about to have a dope show real quick. Homeroom Live, man. Make sure if you ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Like this video, share this shit. So, you know what I mean? I'm going to get right into it, man. We're going to get right into it. Ja Morant. Ja Morant. Once again, you know what I mean? Well, you know what I'm saying? For those that don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'll go back over real quick one time, man. You know, he done got caught once again on IG Live flashing a gun. You know, this is the second time in pretty much about 2 months. So he was suspended the first time. You know, I think he was suspended for 8 games. He lost about $700,000 from being suspended. You know what I mean? And here we are again. You know what I'm saying? Here we are again, man. And that's just those 2 incidents. He has more incidents too on his jacket. You know what I'm saying? That hey, it's gonna be getting scrutinized now because you don't put yourself in the same position twice. But you know, it's been a lot of talk, man. It's been a lot of talk from the media, of course, social media. You always gonna get 2 different sides, man, from depending on which media you listening to and paying attention to. And pretty much, man, what I've been seeing, it been like 2 extremes. You know what I'm saying? You got the people who said he ain't did shit, he ain't did nothing wrong, shouldn't nothing happen to him. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of bullshit. You got those people, which is on one extreme. Then you got the other people that say he should never play again. He should get kicked out the league. Memphis should cut him. He should be suspended for a year, 2 years. So you got all these extreme. You got people saying that don't nobody want him no more. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So that's why I titled this video, man, "The Rise and Fall" with a question mark of Ja Morant, because it's like, God damn, man, he just rose so quick. And he was just, you know, Hall of Fame candidate, future MVP, to don't nobody want him because he flashed a gun. You know, everybody can have their opinion, man. And of course, a lot of NBA players, NFL players, a lot of these broadcasters, you know, with their opinion. I've seen fucking Chandler Parsons, man. If y'all know who Chandler Parsons is, he used to play for Memphis, he used to play for Dallas, Houston, a few other teams, white boy, power forward, or small forward, whatever he was. He say he should be suspended for the whole season. I think that's kind of ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of ridiculous. I know Stephen A came out earlier this morning and said that he's heard he's going to be suspended for up to half a season, or at least half a season, however he put it. What y'all think? You know what I'm saying? What y'all think the punishment should be? Because that's what a lot of the argument has been about. You know what I'm saying? What should the punishment be? Should they do anything? Should he have to do anything more than he's already done? Which obviously, I mean, I ain't gonna say it didn't work, but it didn't get all the way through. You know, he went to counseling. I don't know what kind of counseling you need for flashing a gun, but he went to counseling. Like I said, he sat down for 8 games. He lost $700,000. That's almost $1 million. You know, that ain't no little bit of shit to sneeze at, man. But those are the extremes that I've been hearing and we've been seeing, over the past few days with this John Morant situation. Now we're gonna talk about his rise, like what I'm saying, how quick he came up and where he came from, right? So John Morant, man, he's from the middle of South Carolina. A lot of people were saying, well, he ain't from the hood, he ain't from that life, and what I mean. I guess he did have a pretty much middle class upbringing. But just because you had a middle class upbringing and just because you're from the middle of South Carolina, don't mean you ain't about that life. You know what I'm saying? If anybody know anything about South Carolina, it's a lot of good ass spots in South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Shit goes down in South Carolina, Charleston, Greensboro, Greensville. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit that goes down in South Carolina. So don't, just because he's from the middle of South Carolina and he coming from a middle class background, don't mean he wasn't out there. And obviously he got people's friends, cousins, family who might have been in the streets. You know what I'm saying, on some street shit. So it ain't that he ain't about that life. I just think he was a little more privileged than other kids. You know what I'm saying? But coming out of high school, he wasn't highly recruited. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't barely recruited at all by no Division I schools. So he wasn't really on nobody's radar like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why his rise was so unlikely, you know what I'm saying, to get to where he's at right now. I say, so he went to Murray State, which is a mid-major. I think they are Division I, but they are like a mid-major college. You know what I'm saying? They're not the Dukes and the North Carolinas or Michigan States or nothing like that. But he went to Murray State, you know what I'm saying, which ain't a bad school. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty good school. He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? His freshman year, it was pretty decent, but that sophomore year is when people really started to catch notice of him. And during that time, during his sophomore year, they went to the NCAA tournament. He killed shit. He killed everything in the tournament. And that's how he got drafted so high. That's how he got his contract. That's how he even put his name out there, because of that tournament run. He had a pretty good sophomore season at Murray State, but a tournament run, if y'all remember, man, I think it was 2019. He killed that shit. March Madness, it was all about John Morant. So boom, that right there blew him up into a star. That moment right there. He got drafted. I think it was number 2 pick, something like that. And shit, he's earned that number 2 pick status. You know what I'm saying? He went on to Rookie of the Year. Then he got Most Improved Player, 2-time All-Star. This is only in his 3-4 first years in the league, taking his team to the playoffs, the Grizzlies, you know what I mean? Playing against the Lakers, going toe-to-toe against the Lakers. So that was his rise, you know what I'm saying? And then, when it came to last year, everybody was saying, the future MVP, future Hall of Famer. He's gonna be the new face of the league. You know what I'm saying? And he out cold, man. He's a cold player, man. He real flashy. He started to develop his shot. He already got the passing game down. He's definitely one of the best players in the league. You know what I'm saying? But so quickly, the motherfuckers prop you up so quick, and then you will fall down even quicker. They bring you down even quicker, man. So, like I say, man, I say they'll bring you down, but he has to take some responsibility in this too. So check this out, right? Let me give you a timeline of his off the court controversies. You know what I'm saying? So this past incident just happened. Before that, he got suspended for 8 games for showing a gun in the club. He in a strip club, nightclub, whatever it was, out in Denver. Everybody said at the time, like, man, what the fuck type of shit you on? You feel what I'm saying? So that was that. Before that, let's see. He had signed $103 million extension following last season. $193 million they gave him. You know what I'm saying? After last season, right? But late in the season, he threatened somebody on Twitter, threatened somebody with some hollows. We all know what hollows is. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these gun references. If there's somebody with some hollow tips. Then he was accused of threatening a mall security guard, you know what I'm saying, during some kind of altercation. No charges was filed. A few days later, he was accused of beating up a teenager at his house during a pickup basketball game. And then the teenager said later on, the nigga went in the house, grabbed his gun, put it in his waistband, you know what I'm saying? I guess to show niggas like, you know what I'm saying, ain't gonna be no more talking or whatever the case is. You know, Morant said he was acting in self-defense, said the little boy had threw the ball at his face. You know, I don't know. I mean, but I think Morant did file a lawsuit against him, so you never know. You always do have these people out here trying to chase these lawsuits and get at these stars and get money off these stars too. So, you know, it might not be all him, you know what I mean, for some of this shit. But then his pops got getting to it with Shannon Sharp at the game. We all saw that. And then he was involved with some incidents with the Indiana Pacers, and they say John Morant threatened them with a gun. They saw a laser. They had gotten to it for like 20 minutes. It was like a 20-minute altercation between the Grizzlies players and the Indiana Pacers players and staff and shit like that. As they was leaving, the Grizzlies was leaving, somebody seen a red beam coming from the Grizzlies truck or wherever John Morant was at. They seen the red beam. So there again is another case of him showing the gun, brandishing the gun, if that was the case. You know what I mean? So it seemed like you got a timeline of these incidents, man, and they always involve guns, man. You know, maybe he just a nigga who love guns. I know a lot of people who love guns, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta be when you like that, you gotta be responsible. Yeah, so you know what I mean? Some motherfuckers just like guns, man. It's a way, if you're a gun enthusiast, you know what I'm saying? It's a way to kind of display that and kind of, you know what I mean, act on that without getting yourself in a bunch of fucking trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because he too valuable, you know what I'm saying, for this shit. You know what I'm saying? You worth 200 and well, you got a $200 million contract with the NBA, but you got Nike contracts, you got all these other endorsement deals and shit like that. You making money, shit, probably in about 10 other places. You know what I'm saying? You too valuable to be fucking your shit up, stunting for the gram. You know what I'm saying? You got family, you got you know what I'm saying, all this kind of shit, man, and you got a lot going for yourself, man. So it's about the guns, man. And your love for guns, it's a way to do it without getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I also seen people say, well, you know, it ain't illegal, which it ain't. Shit ain't illegal, you know what I'm saying? As long as the gun is legal, you know what I'm saying? It ain't illegal for him to have a gun. It ain't illegal for him to show the gun. But the part that people seem to be missing, that's his employer. They got their own rules. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people that's saying that shit, oh man, that's some bullshit. He should be able to hold a gun. He should be able to brandish a gun. You know what I'm saying? Without motherfuckers saying shit. Them same motherfuckers got to ask to go to the bathroom at work. You know what I'm saying? You always got rules and regulations, man. If you, when you sign that paperwork to be an employer for whatever company, for whatever entity, it don't matter if it's the NBA, if it's Chrysler, if it's a hospital, if it's a school, it's rules and regulations. They got a code of conduct. You're supposed to read that shit. Most motherfuckers probably don't. And they sign their fucking name saying that they're gonna abide by these by this code of conduct. So John Morant already signed the paperwork saying that he not gonna do anything detrimental to the league, because that's what they considering this conduct detrimental to the league, detrimental to the NBA, fucking up their image and shit like that. Now, whether we believe that or not, whether we agree with that or not, don't fucking matter. That's their shit. This is their shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna play the game, you gotta know how to play the game. I ain't talking about basketball. I'm talking about you and they shit. You know what I'm saying? Playing by their rules. You gotta go by their rules. It's just that simple. You not you're not bigger than the game at this point. John Morant not bigger than the game at this point. You know what I'm saying? There's a few players who used to get away who could get away with damn near anything. You know what I'm saying? Those was players that was bigger than the game. Those was players who redefined the game, redefined the rules of the game. Jordan, Shaq, Kobe, LeBron. That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't one of them, man, you can't just do anything and say anything and think you just gonna get away. You ain't bigger than the game. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, he gotta watch his circle. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's my homeboy, man, look, man, we not doing nothing. We not doing no bullshit to fuck up your shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't about to fuck up your shit, man, because I'm connected to you. Everybody else connected to you, man, and we not about to fuck up what we got going. What you got going that maybe we can all benefit from. He got his father around. You know what I'm saying? That's something that's been rare in a lot of these NBA stars, especially the ones who get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But he got his pops around. He got his family around. His moms and dad played basketball. They got an athletic family. His sister played basketball. So I'm sure he doesn't want the game taken away from him. You know what I'm saying? This has been his whole life. This is his family's whole life. Basketball. So, you know what I mean? You just got to get away from the bullshit, man. And it's crazy how, like I said, when I was talking about the fall, it's crazy how, like, I'm hearing these media members, man, they just saying they wouldn't want him. They wouldn't trade for him. They wouldn't, like, God damn, for real? Like, this is somebody who y'all just said was a future Hall of Famer and soon to be MVP of the league, face of the league. Nah, because he flashed a gun. Y'all don't even want him no more. Now that shows you too how these talking heads, these people who feel like they got so much stake in the NBA and ownership and leadership, it shows you how they quick to throw away the young black talent. You know what I'm saying? Even though we run the league, they quick to dismiss them and throw them and shit. We have found another one. You know what I'm saying? That's down to the attitude that they're taking right now. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, John Morant is somewhat of a role model. I don't really like to use that word, but I say he's definitely influential to the youth. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely an influence to the youth in a lot of different ways. Shit. My oldest son, he got dreads, man. He wears shit like John Morant sometimes. So my two younger sons, they call him John Morant. My two younger sons is elementary school age. You know what I'm saying? So they know who John Morant is. They watch John Morant. They love him. You know what I'm saying? My oldest son, he fuck with him too. You know what I mean? So he has a certain influence over the youth, man. And when they watching them and seeing them do shit like this, it could have a negative impact on the ones who don't have a strong family background or just not strong, period. You know what I'm saying? They always want to follow what other motherfuckers do. So hopefully, man, he starts to realize that, realize people are watching, kids is watching. He got a lot on the line. It's another way to show your guns without IG Live being turned up. The NBA young boy, NBA young boy, be having these niggas that turned up to where they going, you know what I'm saying? To where they damn near risk it all, flash the guns on IG. I guess that NBA young boy is hot though. But like I said, man, you got to understand the game, man, and know that. And I ain't talking about just basketball. And that's for anybody out there. You know what I'm saying? If you working somewhere, hey, you want to break the rules and you ain't doing nothing illegal, just know that, hey, your employer has the right to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Suspend your ass, lay your ass off, fire you, get rid of you, whatever. You ain't write this rule book. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do what you want. And you sign your name saying that you was going to abide by these rules. And that's what it comes down to. So as far as the suspension, man, I don't think he should be suspended for half a year, half a season. I think he should probably get around 20 games, 25 games. You know what I mean? He got suspended 8 games the last time. So of course you got to increase the punishment. You know what I'm saying? You gotta up it. I don't think it should be a whole season. I don't think it should be a half season. Give him 20, 25 games, the first quarter of the season to sit out. Of course, he's gonna lose some money, and shit like that. Counseling, I don't know what the fuck counseling about brandishing guns gonna do, but I feel like he does need to be in some kind of programs, gun safety programs, you know what I'm saying? Be some kind of advocate for that. Because now you're gonna have to do that. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it now because you don't put yourself in this position by doing the same thing, same dumb shit that you got caught for the first time. You know, and it's been a lot of motherfuckers on his ass calling him dumb and stupid and get that thug out the league and shit like that, man. I'm not gonna come down on no young black man like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of forces and influences that leads him to these decisions. You know what I'm saying? No, it wasn't no smart decision. It wasn't no smart thing to do. It wasn't no cool thing to do. But he a young black man, man. I'm a young black man. I was there. I was in my early 20s doing stupid shit. I went to jail a few times, and you know, I got 3 young black males that I'm raising, man. And you know, you gotta have some kind of mercy in this life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some kind of mercy, and they've been lenient. I give them that. They've been lenient. They've been giving them mercy, but I'm talking about from us, from our people. We shouldn't be criticizing him that hard and being on his ass that hard. For one, he ain't hurt nobody. He ain't really hurt himself except for financially and his reputation. And again, he ain't do nothing illegal. You know what I'm saying? It's just the rules of the league. You know what I'm saying? So I think we should all stick behind him. We should be hoping for him to you know, come back strong, man, and do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Because he is the face of the league. And as far as rise and fall, nah, he ain't failed to me. And I don't think he's gonna fall. I think he got a strong family. He got a strong circle around, or some strong supporters around him. I put it like that. And hey, I'm rooting for him. I believe he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back strong. He's gonna get his shit together. He's gonna be the face of the league, and all that trajectory that he was on, it's gonna keep going. He's gonna keep going up. He's gonna be what everybody thought he was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the positive side of where everybody thought he was gonna be. So, hey man, and the lesson and all that, man. Sometimes you got to change your circle, man. When you change tax brackets and you change levels in life, you level up in life. Sometimes you gotta change your circle. You know, sometimes it's the motherfuckers who've been around your whole life. You grew up with your whole life. The ones that been down your whole life. Sometimes them the ones that could take you down. You know what I'm saying? I got a saying, man. I got a saying that I stick by. Put this in your pocket. Put this in your pocket. Take it with you, man. Motherfuckers with nothing to lose will put you in a position to lose everything. You hear me? Motherfuckers with nothing to lose will have you in a position where you can lose everything. And I done been there. You know what I'm saying? I done had a lot of shit going for myself, and motherfuckers put me in positions to where they ain't got shit to lose. I got everything to lose though. And look at my dumb ass over here. You feel what I'm saying? So watch your peoples, man, and always keep that with you. Motherfuckers with nothing to lose will have you in a position to lose all your shit. So, hey, I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. That's the lesson. That's the lesson that should be learned in this whole Ja Morant situation. My boy coming back strong, man. It ain't no fall to Ja Morant. We still on the rise. So, moving on. Like I said, man, if you enjoying this shit, man, I do this shit a couple times a week. You know what I'm saying? Homeroom Live, just touching on trending topics, man. So subscribe to the channel, like this video, share this shit, man. We got a lot of dialogue. Hop in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think about that Ja Morant shit. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people got different comments and different views, but I ain't throwing the nigga away. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think none of us should. So moving on. This next topic. The Warriors, man. The Warriors, the Lakers, the Lakers done knocked off the defending champs. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people saying it's the end of an era. You know what I'm saying? Man, when you think about that Golden State run, it's got to be one of the most significant runs in NBA history. You know what I'm saying? Because not only did they dominate on the court, but they kind of changed the game on the court. You know what I'm saying? So check this out, right? They went to 6 finals in 9 years. 6 finals in 9 years, man. I think they went to four straight at one point. 5 straight. They went to 5 straight finals. I think I consider that a dynasty. Some people don't consider the Warriors a dynasty. I do. You know what I'm saying? Because they only got 4 rings. So, and they lost like what 2 out of the 6. So but hey, you know what I'm saying? This year it was the only year that they went to the playoffs but didn't go to the finals. So those other 2 years that they didn't make the finals, they didn't even make the playoffs. So it was pretty much every time they went to the playoffs, they was going to the finals. Like I said, they got the 4 rings, they got the Splash Brothers. They changed the game. Like niggas is shooting from half court now. You know what I'm saying? Like with ease, and that's just part of the game now. You know what I mean? They broke the Bulls single season record, which nobody ever thought was gonna be broken, 72-10. Them niggas went 73-9. Broke that record. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they changed the game, man. The only thing I didn't like, which I got to give him his respect now. I give Steve Kerr his respect, but I ain't like how Mark Jackson kind of started to get the ball rolling. They put the team together, made the playoffs for 2 straight years. They was on the rise, and they got rid of Mark Jackson, got rid of the black coach, brought the white coach in. You know how that go. But hey, Steve Kerr led the motherfuckers to 6 finals in 9 years. Led them motherfuckers to 4 rings. So it was a hell of a run. If it's over, you know what I'm saying? But that's the question. Is it over? You know what I'm saying? You know, of course, these dynasties don't last forever. I think a good example of a dynasty that kind of transitioned from one team to another was the Spurs. You know what I'm saying? They had a long, they stretched about 15 years. You know, they was at the top, you know, and winning rings and going to the finals and shit like that. But they did it with pretty much 2 different teams. Tim Duncan was the only one that was there from them early 99 and 2001 or 2003 teams. You know what I'm saying? He was the only one there in the 2013 championship season. You know what I'm saying? So, but the Warriors, man, I think they're gonna have to regroup. You know what I'm saying? I think they got the pieces still with Steph. I think they should keep Draymond because he's the heart of the team. Poole can get the fuck on. Looney is nice. Clay, I think he falling off. You know, I think the injury is catching up to him. He was injured for 2 seasons pretty much. And he just, his shot ain't what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? So either they need to get rid of him or reduce his role. You know what I'm saying? But I think they can keep it going. They just won the ship last year. So the NBA ain't too, especially the West, it ain't too hard to win in the NBA. I don't think it ain't like it was when you had the dominant Lakers and when nobody fucking with them and the Spurs and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. I think it's you got a chance. They still got a chance to win some more chips in the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? They bring some more youth in there, a couple more shooters, get rid of Poole because he ain't what everybody thought he was gonna be. Shit, I think they can keep it going. But the Lakers, man, knocked them niggas off the square, man. And they did it convincingly. You know what I'm saying? Lakers was definitely the better team. Shit, they playing Denver tonight. We're gonna see if they get past Denver. But I wouldn't mind seeing the repeat of the COVID finals with the Lakers and the Heat. I think that'd be a good matchup. And speaking of the Heat, man, Spoelstra, man, he low key one of the best fucking coaches ever, ain't he? Because he still got the Heat going. He down there. at another conference finals without LeBron, maybe going to another finals without LeBron or Wade. You feel what I'm saying? Spoelstra always been a dog-ass coach. Even when they ain't had no stars, he was still on the verge of the playoffs, man. So Eric Spoelstra needs some credit. But like I said, man, do y'all think it's over? Y'all think the Lakers killed the Warriors dynasty? You know what I'm saying? How many comments? Let me know. And on the side note, do y'all think this was one of the greatest dynasties, or where does it rank as far as dynasties? So I'm gonna go back to like the 80s. I'm gonna go back to the 80s, right? It's been probably 4 or 5 teams you can consider to have dynasties since then. So we got these Warriors, right? They the latest. We got the Bulls, right? Can't nobody deny the Bulls. In Jordan, 6 rings out of 8 years, no losses, never lost. So I mean, is that the greatest dynasty? 6 rings in 8 years, no losses. You got the Spurs. They had like a 15-year run. They went to the final 6 times in 15 years. Won 5 rings, only lost 1 finals. They had a pretty good run, but it was stretched out over a long period of time, which is impressive. You know what I'm saying? If you can stay winning for 15 years, stay at the top for 15 years, that's the shit. So they had a good one too. Then we got the 2000 Lakers, right? 2000 to 2010 with Shaq, Shaq and Kobe were the first few years, and then Gasol and them the last few. They won 5 rings. You know what I'm saying? 7 finals in 11 years. You know what I mean? 7 finals. So that's super impressive too. You know, they went 5-2, won 5 and lost 2. Then you got the early Lakers from the 80s, right? From 80 to 91, the Magic Johnson Lakers. They went to the finals 9 times. 9 times in 12 years. Now, that's more than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Them 1980s Lakers, which was my favorite. To me, I always say Magic Johnson is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? You know, from that first finals when Magic played center all the way to the last one when he played against Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas went to 9 finals. They went to 4 straight one time, went to 3 straight another time. You know what I'm saying? They went 5-4. So they did lose 4 of the finals. You feel what I'm saying? But they won 5. Magic got 5 rings too. I don't know why motherfuckers like to sleep on Magic. And then you got the Celtics. The Celtics of the 80s from 81 to 87. They went to the finals 5 times in 7 years. You know what I'm saying? So, and they went to 4 straight, and they went 3-2. So they had a little dynasty, a little short little dynasty, and they was one of the top teams for a little while. You know what I'm saying? But what y'all think? Where does this dynasty rank amongst the other dynasties? You know what I'm saying? Where does the Warriors dynasty rank among the other dynasties? I got them under the Bulls, the 91 to 98 Bulls, and I got them under the 80 to 91 Lakers. I'll probably put them under the Shaq and Kobe Lakers too. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they had the greatest dynasty, but it was a hell of a run. It was game changing. But I do think this might be an end of an era. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we going to see these dynasties, you know what I'm saying, going forward? You know, all this free agency and everybody always changing teams and trying to form super teams. And, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't really stick to the same team no more because you got to think about it. Clay, Steph, Draymond, they all been there the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So I think in order to form these dynasties, you really got to have that cohesion to where y'all been together for some years. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. I don't know. Unfortunately, we can't include LeBron in this conversation unless you want to say a individual dynasty. I don't know. I ain't never heard of that. But because he went to Cleveland, got there. Then he went to Miami, got there, won a couple. Then he went to Cleveland again, got there, won a couple. Then he had Lakers. So he ain't had no consistency, you know what I'm saying, as far as his teams having a dynasty. Of course, he's one of the greatest players. So I'm going to say the greatest, you know what I mean? And I forgot how many finals he been to, maybe 13 or something like that. But his record ain't too good. See what I'm saying? But You know what I mean? That's that, man. So let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all think we're gonna have any of these dynasties going forward? Is this the end of the Warriors? You know what I'm saying? Being at the top. The Lakers coming back. They're gonna be back on top. They're going for another dynasty. You know, LeBron on his way out. But they still got some youth over there, you know. So we'll see, man. Hey, let me know what y'all think about these NBA playoffs, man. What y'all predicting? Y'all predicting the Lakers to take out Denver? You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna be the repeat of the Corona finals, Lakers in Miami, or we're gonna have two new ones in there, Boston and Denver? Me personally, I don't think Denver gonna be able to fuck with the Lakers. They ain't got it. They ain't got the experience. And they just saying, I don't think they got it. You know what I'm saying? I think the Lakers gonna overtake them motherfuckers with the experience and with the hunger. You know what I'm saying? I think we're gonna end up seeing the Lakers back in the finals of this year. I like Miami. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put it on record, man. We're gonna have a repeat of the Corona finals. It's gonna be the Lakers against Miami. I think Eric Spoelstra is a hell of a coach, and I think he gonna coach his way. He gonna coach them niggas back to the finals. Boston is shaky. They don't have a coach. You know what I'm saying, from last year. Even though they made it to the finals last year, they got a hell of a team though. But they always been shaky. You know what I'm saying? They always go 6-7 games. I think it's gonna go 7. And we're gonna see Miami and Lakers in the finals again. And we'll see how it go. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk again once we get to that point. But hey, like I always say, if you ain't subscribed to the channel, man, make sure you hit that subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share this shit. Drop down in the comments, man. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the show. Hey, if you ain't fucking with it, let me know. Hey, I don't give a fuck. But hey, we're gonna keep it rolling, man. We got a dog-ass show coming up this Friday. If you ain't already seen some of our past shows, go check them out, man. Go check out all our shit. And pretty much, man, that's Homeroom Live for the day. Hope you enjoyed the show. It's your boy, Dane of all things hip-hop. Easy. I'm out. Peace.
The hip-hop school. Time past.